You want to expand your business on Amazon or increase your sales of your products? In this video, I show you how to do that without adding more products to your products line. And stick with me to the end, as I will be sharing how I was able to increase my sales to £200,000 in 1 month using this method. So let's say you have a successful product that's giving you a £2,000 or $2,000, depending on your currency, and you wanted to replicate this. So the normal scenario is to go and find another product. With that, you have a more risk of that product to be successful as the first one or not. And then the timeline, basically finding the product, finding a supplier, negotiating a price, and launching a new product, which is going to take time, money, and effort. How about replicating your success without going through all this? And the answer is very easy. It's to expand to another market. And in this video, I'm talking about expanding to Europe, mainly Germany. So once you have a successful product that you know it's proven to be successful, normally it would sell well as well in other markets. And Germany is one of the biggest markets after the US. Actually, Germany is one of the biggest market for Amazon. Most people think it's the UK. No, Germany is the second. And it's a good market to start with. Now, if you wanted to sell in Germany or in Europe as a whole, Amazon have two systems that you can utilize. And I have a suggestion for you which way you should go. The first thing is Amazon have a program called PanEU. PanEU will allow you to store your products anywhere around Europe. So UK is out now after Brexit. We're out from Europe. So you have to choose one other country from Europe, let's say Germany, France, or any other country, to store your product. And then Amazon with PanEU, if you allow them to be a PanEU, you allow Amazon to store your product anywhere in Europe. So they will store it in any other countries. What that's help with is the shipping. The shipping will be very quick. So your European customers will get your products very quickly as a Prime customer. And Amazon would see which basically countries the sales, where the most sales are coming, and they will distribute your goods around those areas. So that's why they get a faster shipping, and the fees are not high. That's the advantage. And then it sounds like an amazing idea, because let's say you are selling 30 units a day in Germany, and then 20 in France, 5 in Spain, and 5 in Italy. That'll be ideal, because you'll double your sales without actually getting a new product. But the thing is, with PanEU, there's big con, which is the VAT. A VAT is a value added tax. This is tax applied to your sales. So it's not applied to your profit, it's actually applied to your sales. So if you sell something for £100, you would pay 20% in the UK, 19% in Germany, and it's different across the board. Each European country has a different VAT. So what does that mean? If you are from the European country, you have a threshold to reach before you register for VAT. So let's say you're in the UK, you have now, the new threshold is 90,000 before you register for VAT. If you are from outside the UK and store in the UK warehouse, then that threshold does not apply, and you have to register for VAT from day one. So the same rule applies for PanEU. If you are going to store in all these different countries, then you have to register for VAT for all these countries, which means multiple VAT registration. So all this added cost, the accountant's fee, and then some of them you'll have to basically file VAT monthly or quarterly. Accountants will handle that. That's not the issue. The issue is all these added costs and obligations without you testing if actually your product would sell on those countries. Because what you will notice is your product will sell in Germany, maybe in France, and maybe another European country, but the other countries, the demands is not that high. So the sales will not justify it. So because of that, PanEU, I think, is too costly to start, especially that Amazon used to have a really nice deal for it, which is they have 2 recommendations of big accounting firms that you can sign up with them for free for a whole year. You don't have to pay anything. So you're only going to pay for your cost of sales for the VAT for each country, but you don't pay any fees for a whole year. The problem with that is Amazon now has stopped that. From October this year, Amazon will stop that program. So they'll say basically you deal with the accountant yourself. Amazon not going to help you. So before that change, I would say try Pan-EU for 1 year and see how it works for you. And then after a year, you can decide if you want to stick with it or maybe choose different countries to basically store and register your VAT with and sell in. But with that change, I would think Pan-EU is very expensive to start now without knowing the demands on all these countries. The second option is called EFN, which is European Fulfillment Network. It means you choose one country to store your goods, let's say France. You have to register VAT for France. After that, Amazon will store only in France and then they will distribute it around Europe, but it's not Prime, so it will take longer to reach the customer. And the big con is the fees are quite high. So the margin, you'll have to see if you increase your price there, if you can still sell with that big FBA fees, then maybe it's worth it to try FN. It is too expensive to actually make any profit out of it. That's the other option, which is EFN. I know it's a very complicated topic. I'm trying to make it very easy to understand. So these are two options that Amazon offers. So what are my suggestion? My suggestion is to maybe try EFN only for 1 month to see which markets your product sells well. Because you will see that certain countries actually, like people say Spain's demand is low, it doesn't sell, but with my experience, actually Spain was really good. Actually, it was better than France for me. So you'll have to see which markets you can sell in, and then you can register VAT for and start in it. So you can decide which country you wanted to sell in based on that experiment you do for 1 month. Or to make your life easier, you just start with Germany. But I will give you a tip about Germany. So you start with Germany, or to make your life easier, start with Germany. Test the water with Germany if you wanted to see if your product sells. If it sells good in the UK, it's definitely gonna sell in Germany as well. But there is one con about Germany, and that's why you need to register VAT in another European country. I would suggest France or Netherlands, okay? And the reason is the customs in Germany is a nightmare. I have dealt with the customs in Germany and it's a nightmare. I've been importing from China to the UK, to the US. Germany is the worst. And if you go online, you will hear a similar story. It's a nightmare to get anything through the German customs. So the best way I found is I used to import to France. So you have to have an ORI number and VAT for France and then send it to Germany. So you would sell in Germany and France, basically. The best options that I found. Otherwise, basically, the customs will be a nightmare. There will be delays, fees are very high in custom. Anything that could go wrong in custom will go wrong in Germany. And as I said, if you search online, you'll find similar horror stories. So if you wanted to sell in Germany, avoid the German customs and ship to anywhere. People say Netherlands is good as well. I haven't tried Netherlands, but I've tried France. So either Netherlands or France will be best option. But then as I said, you have to register for the ORI number and the VAT. The ORI number is the number you've been given to import anything to any country in the European country, including even the UK. You have to have an ORI number to import stuff. It's basically given to you before you import, and that's the number you use all the time to whenever you do any declaration of your import. They will use that number. The freight forwarder will use that number. So that's the option that I would advise to go to try Germany first. And as I said, if it's selling in the UK, it's most definitely will sell in Germany. The case study that I said, I've tried this actually myself. I've started a brand and I was selling 100k on UK, and then I launched it in the Germany, not straight away. After a while, it accumulated good amount of reviews. Within a month, the sales were 200k in Germany. So basically double that sales in the UK. So Germany is really good. And also what I discovered is the German customers, they're amazing. They love good quality product and they don't mind paying more. They will pay extra for a premium product. So my products, I actually take extra care of the quality control and I get the best things. But in the UK, sadly to say, most customers are just interested in the price. So if you are not very competitive, it's very difficult to sell. In Germany, it's different. If you're actually too cheap, they won't buy from you. And now I tested the pricing with the German, and I found that actually I was increasing my price way than the UK, and I was still selling. So it's a really good market to actually try to sell in. And instead of adding more product lines to your products, going through all that hassle, you can just basically have the same supplier basically add your inventory, send it to Germany. You will get more sales than you get in the UK.